quick run through of everything in terms of the kind of the standard reports you'd want to see. I'm just going to pass you over to Tristan, who's going to talk a little bit about customizing reports.
Yeah, thanks, Cal. And again, with what you've just seen there and what Cal's showing you, there's quite a lot there that's in standard, but you have to go hunting for it. So this is where we really recommend using custom reports. Basically, think of it as a dashboard that you can build for yourself. So if there's certain metrics and regular metrics that you're looking at, certain pieces of information that you have to use for your follow-on reports onto ownership, or you just need internally to take a look at, or to hold your digital marketer to account, a customized report is going to be the way to do that. It's going to reduce time. It's going to give you all of the data that you need. But unfortunately, it's going to take a bit of time and knowledge and tinkering around to set up. Good thing is, 3&6 is here. We can actually help you set up these reports. That's not a problem. Just reach out to your digital marketer, get in contact with one of us. We'll be more than happy to talk you through it. But Cal will very quickly show you how to put a customized report together just now.
Thanks very much, Tristan. Yeah, and I think you've already seen that some of the reports are there. But if you're reporting, if you're taking the data from Google Analytics 4 and popping it into a spreadsheet to report to ownership, for example, you don't want to be tinkering around every single month or every single week to find that information again. So this allows you to add or create one report and never have to do it again. So every month you just have to click one button and there's the data you need. You don't have to go in and click loads of buttons again and again. And like Tristan said, time is of the essence here. If you need support to build these custom reports, then let us know. But you can customize, you can add in dimensions, metrics, you can add in particular filters, and I'll show you how to do that now. So I'm back in my traffic acquisition report. And actually, what I want is a source medium report to send up to ownership. And I would like conversion rate as well, because at the moment I don't have conversion rate. And some of these metrics aren't valuable to me. So I'm going to click the customize report button here. This is only available to those who have admin or editor access. Not everybody will have the opportunity to customize a report. So I've clicked customize a report, and you can see I've got some options on the left here. I can change my dimensions. I can add in new dimensions, but actually I just want to see source medium. So for this one, I'm going to click on the burger menu here and click set as default. But as you see, I can add in lots of different dimensions there. And I'm going to click apply. And you can see already that's changed in the report here. There are some metrics I don't particularly value. This is, I'm just using this as an example. But event count and events per session, I don't particularly value. But what I do want to see is session conversion rate, because that's really important to me in terms of rate parity. So I'm going to add that in and I'm going to click apply. And you can see it's removed all of my events that I don't want, and I've got session conversion rate here. There are some options to add a filter. So if I just wanted to focus on paid search, I can choose to add that in, or if I just wanted to exclude a particular dimension, I can do that as well. And then if I don't have getting any value in these charts here, I can actually remove those as well. And there is an option to use a scatter chart if you wanted to. So this is the report I want. So I've got source medium, and I've got loads of the metrics that I want to see. So I'm going to click save and save that as a new report. And I'm going to call it source medium report. So I'm done there. I've created my report, but now I want to be able to see it in my section, in the section on the left-hand side. So you'll see you've got lifecycle and user here. These are collections, and underneath collections are standard reports. So what I'll do is I'll click on the library button at the bottom left. And you can see here, we've got the collections called lifecycle and user. I'm actually going to edit the lifecycle collection, but you can create a brand new collection. So you can You can create a collection specific to you. You could call it, I could make something called Kyle's Faves, and add in the reports that I need to see, or you could say monthly reports as a new collection and have all the data you need, all the reports you need in there. But I'm just going to actually just focus on life cycle here. And I've clicked Edit Collection, and I'm going to find that source medium report here, which is here. But you can use the search function at the top here as well. So that's me. I've dragged and dropped source medium report to my acquisition report. So I'm going to click Save, and that saved the changes in the collection, which really means, fingers crossed, if I click on acquisition again, there's my source medium report ready for you to view. And, although that takes a little bit of time to begin with, you'll then be able to absolutely just click on that once a month, and there's the data you need. So just to give you a run through of that, I've included it as a slide here. So you'd want to customize the report button, amend to your liking. So add in your filters, add in your relevant information that you want to see, click on the library and either add to a collection or create a brand new collection. And that's how to do create customized reports. But as I mentioned, it might seem like a lot, but don't forget to lean on the team here to create those reports, to get that information that you need. But we're going to move on to something clearly really important, which is revenue management, and I'll pass that over back to Tristan to discuss about revenue management.
Thank you. So this is, we're not specifically going to talk about revenue management per se. What we're going to talk about is that in context with GA4, and kind of give a bit of a very quick and sort of simple example of how to check rate parity. So think of this as a bit of an early warning radar that you can kind of use within your Google Analytics. So think of a situation, things are going great, you've been looking through your Google Analytics month to month, and then this month you notice that your sessions, your users, your engagement rate, everything all looks the same. It's all about equal. There's no real deviance or variation from month to month. But what you are seeing is that your revenue is down, and your conversion rate is down, and you've got an issue. And it happens quite frequently, often scratching our head, wondering what's going on. We've not changed anything. The channels are all the same. The traffic's coming in, but we just don't seem to be getting bookings at that final hurdle. When someone's actually going to get the credit card out and make a booking on the direct channel, it's not getting there. And what we're often seeing is this is down to a rate parity issue. It's a very generalized, broad issue. There's a lot more that you'd have to look at into this. But what we can do is look at steps that we can take to kind of mitigate this. What can we do, not necessarily to stop rate parity issues within Google Analytics, but more to give that early warning radar there. And what we're able to do here in the next slides is kind of take actions and step up and create alerts, of which Kyle will just quickly show you. So those areas that you'll want to kind of concentrate on, probably around the conversion rate. And you can quickly set up an alert, because obviously if the conversion rate goes up and down, your revenue is going to go up and down seasonality wise. So putting an alert on that's going to be quite difficult. So setting one up on conversion rate would make more sense, because that's a percentage. So it's going to be, within a certain tolerance. We want to keep it there, but we also want to make sure if there's a big deviation that we can see that there's a rate parity issue, it will let us know. We're not going in there and check it every 5 seconds. So Kyle will quickly run through now.
Cool. Thanks, Tristan. Yeah, so what's really cool about GA4 is you can set up custom alerts. So on your homepage, if you click on View All Insights, you can then create a custom insight from scratch. So as Tristan said, conversion rate might be where you want to, get an alert sent to you. And you can use Google Analytics has its own kind of anomaly detector, but you can set your own parameters as well. So if there's a 2% or a 0.5% jump or decrease in conversion rate, you can set that up, and then you can sort of have a look at reflecting on that on a daily or a weekly basis. And then what you can do if you're in your Google Analytics property, you can then add your email address. So you will then get an email to say, oh, look, there's an issue here with conversion rate. It could be for a number of reasons, but you'd want to take a look. And if you actually, there are some, you know, rate parity issues, and it's clear that one of the OTAs is, not doing what they said they can do, you can then go and yell at your OTA rep and say, ask them to change whatever they're doing. So that's a really nice way of being able to get alerted to any rate parity issues without having to go into Google Analytics every single time or every single day and diving into the data. So I wanted to, as we're wrapping up, I wanted to give you guys some top tips to help you get ahead of the curve in terms of GA4. And my first one is probably the one you're not going to enjoy the most. That's start using GA4 as your go-to data point from now on. I know exactly. I'm sure all of you are like thinking, absolutely not. But it's the more time you spend getting used to GA4, the more intuitive you'll find it, and the more used to it you'll get. So you'll be able to absolutely spend and find that data that you need a lot quicker in the months to come. The next one is to get to know the metrics that are in GA4 and how they relate to hospitality. So there's lots of new metrics in there. There's lots of metrics that are the same as they were in UA, but they're named differently. And just being able to pull that information out to give you guys insights that you need will be really vital to kind of help propel your property to new heights. And the last one, I'm sure we've mentioned it, is to utilize the support from specialists. So from that, I'll move you, I think, push you back to Alicia for any questions. But thank you for listening and watching.